In this video, I'm going to walk you through managing employees within Staff Map. So I'm in a project here that has, I think, about 4 floors, 4 or 5 floors, and 200 or so staff. If you ever want to see the total number of employees in a project, you can always jump to the side menu, and then there's a default staff list. This will always have the first and last name listed and will list absolutely everyone in the project. So whether they've been assigned to a desk or a floor plan, doesn't matter, they'll still be visible in this list. You can see as I go through this, I can click on someone's name to see their information. There are also icons beside their name. So if there's a little map icon, that means they're assigned to the map. If there's a pin icon, they're assigned to a floor plan. If I click on that, it will take me to whatever floor they're on and highlight them in red as well for me. And then as well, with the case of Carter Bellows here, you can see there's no pin icon and there's no floor or desk name. So they're not attached to a floor or desk, but they are still visible in the staff list. So at all times, all of the staff records will be visible here. And then employees can also be added to the floor plan as panels. So first things first, I'll show you how to add employees. I'll just talk about the manual methods here, and the automatic methods like the bulk CSV or Active Directory import will be included in another video. To add employees manually though, at the top of the staff list, you can add a record just by hitting the plus icon. You can fill all the fields in here. Some may be required. Bob Sales. If you give an employee a username and a password, they'll be able to use that to log in at the top right of the project as well. So we'll just go through and add some of these. bob@acme.com. I'm going to not assign a desk name, but you can directly assign someone to a desk this way as well. And you can also assign a security group here. The default will be staff, which will give very limited permissions, just maybe give them the ability to book desks, but you can also designate them as part of the admin group or the public group as well. So we'll save Bob, and then we'll see if we search through the side staff list here. He has been added to the list. If you do want to delete someone, you can just click on their name, like Alexa here, click the delete button, and then remove her from the project entirely. So now that we have Bob in the list, we can quickly add him to the project if we want, or add him to the floor plan. To do that, I can hit the edit button on the top right and jump into the edit employee mode. If you happen to have the staff list open while you're in the edit mode, you can drag and drop people from that to the floor plan. So maybe Adam, I can drag him to this room. Glasser can be at this desk. And then if I find Bob Sales again, I can see that he has this little green icon, which means he's not being attached to a floor plan. You can just drag and drop to the floor plan. And then of course, just make sure that you save at the top right so you don't lose any changes you've made. You can add people directly from that edit mode as well. If I again jump in, edit employees, there are two ways you can do that. You can click the plus icon at the top, and that'll add them to the top left of the floor plan. But I tend to like to right click and then add a panel, and that'll add them wherever you've clicked. So right away, you can jump in and give them a first name and a last name, 12 seconds, and you can drag and drop them around or resize their icon directly from here. Of course, that goes for the existing users as well. If you want someone to be in a different place, you can just move them around. So I'll save that so we know Bob stays. And if we exit the edit mode, we'll still see he's available on that floor plan. And then if we search from the staff list as well, we'll see that he's been added to that also. Back into the edit employee mode, there are a couple of ways to edit employees and move them around. If you drag someone and then drop them on top of a desk, they'll be assigned to that desk. And again, if you drag someone off a desk, they'll be unassigned from the desk. You don't need to have everyone attached to a desk. Like Serena here, she's kind of at reception, and Francis is just free floating over here. You can just drag and drop them on the floor plan. Desk objects are useful if you want to have some sort of tracking or if you want to have some kind of hot desking or something as well. But I'll save that and we'll see that their locations are saved. Francis is not at that desk anymore. He's moved to his new place. You can delete people from here as well. If I jump again into the edit employee mode, if Francis, maybe I just want to remove him from this floor plan, I can click that delete button. And I have two options here. So I can remove him from the floor. So if I do that, he'll be taken off the floor, but still visible in that list. And if I remove from database, he'll be removed from the entire project. So maybe Francis, I just want to remove him from the floor. So click that and then just make sure you save again. There are some options for the panels as well. If I zoom in on Tanya here, I can drag the panel to kind of adjust the size. At the top right, I can adjust the picture alignment. If I want the picture at the top, maybe that looks better. And there's an auto size button as well.